So now we have a game where our character is going to get crushed indefinitely, and it will actually go to game over after we get crushed 3 times. Our apple will go 10 times and keep crushing you, but your game ends at 3. So how do we win the game? So that's pretty much up to us how we do it. We could put gold on either side, and the character has to run back and forth, not getting hit by the apple, having to wait 1 second, have good timing. We could have the apple chase our character around the screen, and he has to avoid it for as long as he can. It'll drop towards him. So let's go with that. I like that idea where the apple's going to chase our character. So here, sensing is really important. Our apple wants to know where our character is, so let's click on our apple. And right now our apple is gliding to a set spot, minus 29 on the Y, which is left and right, and minus 29 on the X, which is left and right, and the Y is up and down. That's minus 80. So now here, apple's going to come down and go towards this guy. So let's go towards the X position of sprite 1. Now this might not work because you might always get hit no matter what happens. Let's see what goes on. So, well, that doesn't work either because you know what we forgot to do? I forgot to make my guy move. He's actually stuck there. He's a victim and can't move. So let's move him by saying event when right arrow pressed. We want him to move, so we go to motion, and we're not going to use 10 steps anymore. We know that X means left and right, so we're going to change X by 10. So when I start stop, I can get him to move. There we go. Now he doesn't go to the left yet, so I can use my duplicate, right click, duplicate, bring it over here, then I say left arrow. Now left is the opposite of right, so what's the opposite of 10? Negative 10. So negative 10. So that's going to make him go the opposite direction. I can't just have 10 on both because 10 is a set number of pixels on the screen. So now let's get him out of the way. Run! Okay. So now, oh no, he's coming at me. Run away. Oh, this is... I don't know if it's actually achievable, this game. So let's try again. Oh, crushed. 1. Run, run, run. Okay. Ooh, run. So he resets every time. Ooh. So just starting out, it already seems kind of complicated. Oh, okay. So complicated doesn't mean that we shouldn't keep it that way. It will go. So it seems like there's a second in there where we can make a choice. And I'm pretty sure if you play this game enough, you'll figure out a way to win every time, just from being able to duck and dodge in a certain direction, because it's always going to go to the set X position of the character when it starts. So it waits a second, finds out where your position is, and then goes to you there. So as long as you wait that extra second and not move around too much, then you can solve the problem. So notice the apple kept going until it got to 10. So how do we set that up? Our hits are your variables. So let's make a variable called drops. These are the number of drops that the apple takes. Say OK. Now it does put up our variable number here. Now that did cover up our lives, so we want to move it over here so we have drops. Now drops kind of act as points as well, but they do, you'll still have drops even if you get hits. But if our character can make 10 drops, then they win. So here we go. Go to down here. You don't have a U win, so let's go to sprite. Let's type in, let's make it a different color. Say U win. I should probably capitalize that, but I'm not going to. There we go. U win is good. And there we go. You win. There we go. Now you win is up there. Now also it's small, so let's enlarge that like we did with game over. And then we can position it where we want it. You should set a starting position for all of your objects, just so you know. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to take up more time. But here we go. So it says you win. Now when does you win come up? First, it doesn't come up right away. So events, when green flag clicked, we want it to be hidden. Boom. But then if drops right here equals, there's drops again. Drops equals, here we go, under operations, 10. What do we want to happen? We want it to show. So hide, control, if drop equals 10, then show. Awesome. But we want that to happen forever. Boom. All right. So let's test it. Run away. Ah. Oof. Oh, you gotta move quick though. Yeah. Oh, I got crushed. Oh. Now wait a second. This game's gonna go on forever. We didn't change how drops is going to move. Ooh, I should have won that one already, and I lost it. Oh, I like how I pop up right there and keep losing. Okay, so drops didn't change. How do we change drops? Good problem. So where are drops happening? On the apple. There we go. And we know that every time it goes through, it's going to repeat 10 times. So we could throw it right inside that code. Say change drops by 1. Here we go. Now we have our last chance. Boom. Run away. Oof. There we go. Get out of the way. It actually kind of makes me nervous when this apple comes right at me. I know it's going to come for me no matter where I am. So I just got to be patient and run. And be patient and run. Now maybe, oh, okay. Well, we're up to 9. We could win. Boom, you win. There we go. So now we have just created a game that has lives and drops and a win sequence using our variables and a bunch of other stuff. All right. Good job.